Hello Jyotish patrons, welcome to Jyotish Kasi's YouTube channel. This channel is meant for those who seek to lead an intelligent life, balancing well between free will and destiny. Do click on the subscribe button, like button and the bell icon to enjoy more such useful videos in this channel. And yes, please do not forget to share this video with your friends and family. This is the 7th of the series of short videos on significations of grahas or planets. As I mentioned in my previous video, in each of the short video I will give you an overview of the graha or planet. If you are a student of astrology, you may find it useful to further your knowledge, and if you are not an astrologer, you will find it useful when you are having a meaningful conversation with your astrologer. It can also help you in asking the right questions to your astrologer. As you know, in Vedic astrology, we consider 7 grahas: Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn to unfold the karmas that are laid in the chart or horoscope. Besides these 7 grahas, the northern and southern lunar nodes, Rahu and Ketu, are also given the status of grahas in Vedic astrology, although they are not physical planets. They are the point of intersection of the paths of Sun and Moon as they move on the celestial sphere. The focus of this short video is Saturn or Shani. When you look at the significations of each graha, you can bring them out in various segments. As usual, let's begin with Deva or God. The Deva incarnation of Saturn is Lord Kurma, another avatar of Vishnu. The deity for Saturn is Brahma. The general signification of Saturn includes lethargy, perseverance, self, law, nervous system, longevity, death, employees, stamina, sanity, etc. Saturn also represents inorganic matters such as minerals or dhatu and flying creatures such as birds. The immune system in your body is denoted by a balance among the composition of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Saturn represents Vata. From the perspective of human body, it represents the nervous tissue, the nerve tissues and the thighs. From a social status, it represents the servants. It also represents the Shudra community in general. Saturn is also a representation of old and rugged clothing. Among colors, Saturn represents black. Directionally, Saturn represents the west. Among diseases, Saturn signifies arthritis, rheumatism, emaciation, paralysis, deformities, coldness of body, nerve disorders and all sorts of chronic complaints. It represents a distance of about 20 yojanas or 160 miles. Air is the key element, and Saturn also signifies astringent or bitter flavor in taste. Saturn also signifies violet, sesame seeds, useless and ugly trees, food that is difficult to digest, legumes, alfalfa, clover, peas, peanuts, soybeans, dark colored food, rye, coarse food, old food, impure or putrid food, junk food, bitter herbs and roots, salt, fermented foods such as pickles, vinegar, dry wines. It also represents weeds, foreign dishes. All these are significations of Saturn. Among geometric signs, it represents a window with 4 panes, and among glands, it signifies downwards. Saturn also represents tall height. Among metals and gemstones, it signifies iron and sapphire, lapis lazuli. The nature of Saturn is a natural malefic. Saturn personifies sorrows and misfortunes. The numeric number it represents is number 8. And the persuasion method that works best for Saturn is diplomacy. Among places, Saturn signifies dirty places, slums, gutters, sewers, garbage, heaps, subterranean places, basements, cellars, mines, graves, inaccessible places, hermitage, retreats, persons neglected or melancholy places, then cemeteries, abandoned houses, ruins, etc. All these places are represented by Saturn. Saturn plays on physical and spiritual level. Among professions, Saturn relates professions relating to dealing in roots and fruits, physical excretion, bearing burden, dealing with servants, rogues, other low-class people, working with spoiled food, stones or wooden material, base avocations, sculpture, serving as a butcher, executioner, mortician, and products or activities below the earth. From a psychology point of view, Saturn signifies authoritativeness, discipline, responsibility, conservatism, practicality, realism, durability, constancy, and consistency. Or on the negative side, anxiety, inhibition, isolation, depression, rigidity, stinginess, disappointment, loneliness, resignation, lack of adaptability, melancholy, lack of trust, suspicion. Among the three gunas, it represents tamas. Saturn also signifies subordinates. Its sexual representation is neuter, and sexual union or partner is older, sickly, and ugly partners. The temperament of Saturn is harsh, hard hearted, and cruel. Now, having come full circle with the significations of Saturn or Shani, how do you really use it? Well, what you do is essentially analyze the strength and stability of Saturn in a horoscope and apply each of the signification to what it is representing in the horoscope. Let's take a simple example. You know that Saturn signifies the authoritativeness, discipline, responsibility, and conservatism, right? If Saturn in your horoscope is strong and stable, and if you're looking at the area of self in the horoscope, you can rest assured the person is very conservative, self disciplined, and strong willed. Someone who would perhaps have little to do with tender love, etc., and more to do with spirituality. He or she will be wearing rugged old clothing, which is black in color, and also probably a tall stature or height. That's what will be probably the appearance of that person. If a strong Saturn is in the profession area of the horoscope, the person is very likely a well-known servant of the mass, like a politician or even a pilot. The reverse could also be true if Saturn in the chart is weak or unstable. For example, if you see an afflicted Saturn in the area where you read about the self in the horoscope, then the native may be a harsh individual with a criminal mind, especially if Saturn is also conjunct with Moon. He or she may be engaged in a lowly profession such as janitorial services, etc. Affliction of Saturn towards other grahas, especially the Moon, needs to be taken very seriously. You need to pay particular attention to all the significations of Saturn if the individual is running a Saturn dasha or bhukti, because that is when the karmas being unfolded by Saturn will begin to surface predominantly in the life of the individual. Also, when Saturn transits over the rashis preceding on or succeeding rashis where Moon is located in your horoscope, you are supposed to be in the time of Sade Sati or 7.5 years of Saturn that needs special attention. So you see, you slowly begin to apply the significations of the graha to the chart and steadily begin to unfold various aspects of the individual, his and his or her nature, levels of knowledge, education, speech, appearance, etc. As you progress in your study of the significations of the grahas, you will learn to combine the significations of each graha and knit them together to get the true and full picture of the horoscope. It is very important to note that there are multitude of combinations that you need to consider and layers of analysis that you need to perform before arriving at a probable conclusion about the nature of the individual, his or her knowledge, health, progeny, profession, career, finances, etc. The significations of grahas is a stepping stone in this journey of amazing discovery and foresight of human life that is well balanced between destiny and free will. In my next video, I will give you an overview of the significations of Rahu and Ketu. Live intelligently and seek astrological counseling to do so. I hope you enjoyed this short video. Please do press the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon to continue enjoying more such useful videos. And yes, do not forget to share this video with your friends and family. Cheers until then.